Hello, freak bitches. Now, when you started lifting weights when you were in 12th grade and you
No,
stopped
more like ninth or 10th.
9th or 10th grade?
Yeah, early teens.
When you stopped taking the pills, did you feel like the exercise did for you what the pills were kind of supposed to do for you?
The weightlifting, I had this coach. He's mentioned in that article that you were talking about, the iron. I talked about Mr. Pepperman.
Yeah.
And I was in his carpool. He was a Vietnam vet. And he once said to me, I have to quote, he said, "You're a skinny little faggot." Gee, thank you, sir. And he said, "I'm going to teach you how to lift weights." I said, "Okay." It's more attention than my dad gave me. So I said, "I'll take it." And so he taught me compound lifts at the school gym. So I bought a Sears and Roebuck sand-filled weight set, which I couldn't drag to my mom's station, VW Fastback. And eventually I did, by 3 months of that weight set, I'm fairly throwing it across the room because, you're growing so fast. Like your muscles are recovering overnight. You just do the same workout every day. You don't even feel it. And he said, "You're not allowed to look at yourself until Christmas break after Christmas exams." And this was like in September. So I didn't. I did everything he told me to. And then he dropped me off before the Christmas break. He said, "Now today you can look at yourself in the mirror." And I ran home, and I tore my stupid school uniform off and I stood in the mirror and my body had definition. I'm like, wow, those are pecs. I looked like I was a guy who lifted some weights. And it was self-validating. Like, wow, I'm here. I did that. I'm looking at myself going, I did that. No one can lift those weights for you. And the feeling of achievement it gave me that I accomplished that was a shot in the arm that I still feel to this day.
Wow.
Because it was so like, wow, you can do this. That's possible.
Right.
Because every other time trying to meet girls at the school dance, I had no guts to talk to the girls, so they were alien creatures. I didn't do well in school, so you could make fun of me. I couldn't throw the ball straight, so they would throw it at my head to watch me run. And so it didn't have any traction anywhere. And then when I had the weights, I'm like, wow, I'm filling out my T-shirt, man.
Noticeable improvement.
Hell yeah, man.
Work plus effort equals results.
Yeah, and I didn't make my grades better because I still, it was all of Swahili to me. The schooling was just obtuse to me.
It was probably too late.
I just, I was not good at sitting still. But when I had the summer jobs, that's when I kicked ass. I never had an allowance. My mom said, never said, "Here's $20. I'm like, "Where'd Henry go?" He's got 3 jobs over the weekend. I'd wake up in the morning, go to the pet shop, work all day there, run home, shower, change my clothes, do the night shift at the movie theater, take the bus out to the surf shop in the suburbs and repair skateboards and whatever on Sundays. So I always had pocket money because I liked working a cash register on my keychain in school. I had the keys to stores. Bosses trusted me because I'd never steal. So I would work like 20 hours a week and go to school in high school. And part of that was informed by the weightlifting, and I like getting out of the house and being responsible. But in school, it didn't mean much to me. But showing up on time at the pet shop and cleaning out 20 cat pans, man, that was like, I had to be there at 8 o'clock, not 8:01, man, because we got things to do. I felt a real fealty. And to this day, like if I'm ever on a film shoot, like who's the guy who's there early, man? That's me. I'm there. I memorized the whole damn script. I'm so happy to have a job. I'm like amazed anyone cares. And so all of that, it keeps me on the straight and narrow because I call myself a human frozen yogurt machine, just output. I don't want the applause. I like to build ships. I don't want to sail in them. And the best part about finishing the ship is it sails off to sea and you can build another. So I love finishing a book. Get this thing off my desktop. Now I can start a new one. Like, where can I go now? And so that's how I live, to achieve and to output. But it's not, I don't ever look at, I have a thing on my computer. It's called The List. And I keep a list of like every show, every book I've written, every movie I've been in, every album I've ever made. And when you look at it, it's intense. It's like...
You keep a list of every show you've ever done?
Oh, hell yeah, of course.
Wow, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who does that.
Yeah, and sometimes I write down the set length. I take a lot of notes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I write them all down. But I have this one thing called The List. And it's just like, every film, every TV show, every voiceover, every book, every record, on and on. And sometimes I look at it just because I have to input, like the new book comes out, I have to go to the thing and input, and I look at this list and my bones start aching. I'm like, man, this is a lot of
shit.
A lot of crap this came out. Yeah. And I don't wave it around and go, see what I've done? I just kind of go, I'm only interested in what I'm doing and what I'm doing next.
So why do you record it then? Why do you write all that stuff down?
I like leaving a good trail of evidence. And I like to be able to, when someone will say, I saw you in 1985 in Champaign, Illinois. I'm like, no, that would be 1983 or 1986. We didn't play there in 1985. How do you know that? Here, it's right there, see? And they're like,
whoa.
Yeah.
You got a fucking list from 1983?
Oh, I have every show since I was in Washington, D.C. with my first band.
So
Yeah.
you've written down every single show you've done in your life.
Yeah.
You should publish that.
Well, it's in, my journal books of the years I was in Black Flag, that came out as a book.
But I mean, you should just publish that list. You should put it up online or something, just so people could look at it.
Yeah, I have a lot of, there's a lot of those kind of things.
You really should, just so people could feel lazy. just to look at that and go, what in the fuck? Because sometimes, something like that will change the way a person looks at the world. To know that someone like Henry Rollins is out there recording every single show, and here's all like, you get this feeling, like I'm getting this feeling when I'm talking to you, like I want to go do something for real.
I want to get out of this interview.
No, I love this interview. I want to fucking accomplish something. Like this is something that I like. When I talk to people that are really motivated and really passionate, it gets me fired up. And I'm listening to you talk about this stuff, and I want to go do something.
Yeah, that's all you get to do in life. You get to do stuff, and then you die. It's over. And it's over fast enough anyway. So for me, I don't tell people what to do.
This is a very compelling and attractive attitude you have, though. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah, it keeps me going. And I never get to that point where I've been to enough places, or I've written enough books, or I've done enough radio shows, or I bought enough records. There's never enough records. There's never enough time to do everything. And I like living with that kind of aspect of desperation. We are always kind of like, oh, come on, man, let's go. And I like that because it keeps it keeps the blood thin, and it keeps complacency at the door. I have my bad days. I'm like anyone else. I'm just an idiot.
Yeah, but your bad days are probably ridiculous. You're burning so hot. I mean, your bad days are probably like an average ambitious person's, quality time.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know, man. This is pretty intense.
But it's one of the reasons why I pick the people I work with. Like today you met Heidi, who manages not only me, but all my companies. And she and I have been working together for damn near 20 years. She's amazing. And she's air traffic control. Because if I'm never careful. I say yes to every damn thing. And she's like, you can't say yes to that because you're going to be over here on this day. She goes like, stop answering the phone. I got this. So she's the one who coordinated all this with you.
Right.
Because I'll go and do it, but I'm not good at setting it up.
Right.
And so she locks in the coordinates. And so I work with people who are used to kind of my velocity, like the road manager. In a way, I'm very easy on road manager words. I wake up, I go to the front of the bus, and he's already written out the map for me to walk to a gym. So I wake up, I go right to the gym. And I always want the same thing. I want a gym, I want this, I want a gig, and then I want some sushi, and I want to go to sleep. And so, but it's intense, and there's hardly any days off. So he knows how to keep all of that going, and the phone is ringing because I work in different media all the time, and so Heidi's always juggling 8 chainsaws, and so I'm around people who can allow me just to really run at it and go as fast and as hard as I want to. I call it living at the speed of life. You just kind of go, you let your imagination and your resolve dictate everything, and to be able to do that and still keep the lights on, I'm just a lucky bastard.